This meeting is being recorded. Let's continue.
And there's a man in your bushes.
Wish there was a man in my bush. I mean.
All right, what a start. What a start to this interview. Erika, it's been a minute.
Yes.
You can talk now to
A
some
little bit.
extent.
Yeah, more than I could, yes.
Well, you basically went straight from reunion / deposition by Andy Cohen into filming this season.
Yes.
How much did what unfolded at reunion change your approach to the group moving forward?
I think it got worse. Look, these last almost over a year and a half have been really turbulent for me. And so I have just worked very hard to continue to tell my story, my truth, and basically shout it from the rooftops, and felt like a lot of times I haven't been heard or didn't want to be heard. And I think that that's what you'll see this season.
I hope for nothing other than I came here with an open heart. I honored my commitment. I stood up for myself, and that's all I can do.
Coming out of reunion, did you trust any of your castmates more, trust any of them less?
Well, sure. I mean, the thing about Housewives is you really do have individual relationships with each woman. So, of course, you trust some more and others less, and that's based upon their behavior on and off camera, and who they are to you in your life, both on and off camera.
The trailer hints at some explosive moments. I think the moment that people really reacted to was the "I don't care about anybody but me" moment.
Right.
You want to be on the side of the victims because you think that's cool. What I'm telling you,
it's cool.
I don't give a about anybody else but me.
What led you to go to that place?
Pure frustration. Again, pure frustration. I'd also like to, I'd like for the audience to keep in mind context in which it was said. And you can only advocate for yourself and take the high road for so long and try to be, humble and soft. And then when you're continuously pushed back and called names, then you go, you know what? I'm not being heard. And you get frustrated with that. And so that's why you hear the frustration and the anger in my voice. And also too, I do have to focus on what's in front of me as well. I do have a lot in front of me, and it needs my attention for sure.
What's something you wish your castmates understood about your situation?
The complexity of this situation, that it's not going to be wrapped up in 2 seconds, that it's going to take a long time. I don't think anyone on this cast understands how many layers there are to a law firm, to a marriage, to partnerships, to things like that, perhaps the people are not looking in the right place. They need to look at those who actually worked there. I am not a lawyer, and that's where the attention needs to be.
Would that same thinking apply to the audience, or is there more that the audience needs to kind of get on board with?
I feel like the audience is the audience. People are going to pick sides and however they feel about it. Some of the more sophisticated audience members have looked into it. Again, like I said, this is a complex situation, and it requires, a little bit more patience than just calling it out. I don't like her, so therefore, these bad things must be true.
I'll never get away from widows and orphans, even though it's not true. I never had it. It was never in my hands. It was never in my account.
There's a big difference between civil liability and criminal behavior. And I think that people don't understand that. And, you can see that reflected in the comments, people not understanding what it is.
A big criticism of you from the audience and the women last year was not speaking in support of the alleged victims sooner. You ultimately got there at reunion. Do you wish you had said it sooner? Is there any regret you have about how much you shared and when you shared it last year?
So as we said earlier, my hands were really tied, and I said all that I could. Remember that there were many cases being filed against me at that time. So less said is best said in those situations. I also think that people misunderstand my concern and my compassion for those who have been wronged, and they will be taken care of. Of course, I want to see that. I also feel that people need to understand that I've walked right up to the line as to what I can and cannot say.
The women continue to question everything you choose to share this season.
The bankruptcy trustee says Erika Girardi never touched the Lionaire money.
Oh, okay. Other than Erika saying that they've been disproven, I've seen nothing. Not in the paper, not in the blogs, nowhere. If this is true, why isn't it in the press?
What do you think it will take for them to believe you?
I don't know that they ever will. I don't know that it's in their best interest to believe me because they need something to hold on to in order to, that's on them. I know the truth. I know what's coming. I know what's happening. I can't live my life worried about what others think when I know what's going on. So again, some more sophisticated eyes, more sophisticated ears are willing to step back and take a look at the total picture and are not willing to jump on sensationalized headlines.
It does seem that you're taking inspiration from yourself a little bit this season from what we've seen in terms of giving 0 Fs. Would you say that's accurate this time around, or are Fs being given?
Well, look, Bryce, I do care, but here's what. I also wanted to have a good time. I've been under, what feels like a lot of pressure to me for a very long time. And I wanted to enjoy myself and have a few drinks and have a few laughs. And of course, here comes the judgment. So, it's fine.
Do you have any read on how much more is ahead of you? Is there a light at the end of this tunnel for you?
Yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it gets brighter every day. It's slow to come, but that's okay. I knew this going in. So I am, I'm going to soldier out. I mean, that's the way it is. I just push through. I'm not giving up.
You mentioned wanting to have a good time, relax, have a few drinks. It does seem that drinking becomes a question for the group, and maybe self-medicating is a topic that's brought up.
Oh my God, I'm lit.
Pick your antidepressants or you drink, but you can't do both.
How would you describe the Erika we're going to see? Were you on a destructive path at all, or is it being kind of blown up to more than it is?
I think it's being blown up to more than it is. But look, I definitely mixed medication with alcohol, and I've been very upfront and honest about that. I also wanted to have a good time and, sort of numb that feeling of pressure and that judgmental, heavy stuff that was coming down. A problem? No, certainly not. But, let's be honest. Some of these ladies, their company is rather boring. So you do need to spice it up a bit. And that's exactly what I did. And I think that they should be grateful that I came in here personality plus.
Who's the most boring, Erika?
Well, the list is long, but it certainly does not include me.
A commentary I saw after the trailer dropped.
No, who's boring? Don't even try me. We've been friends for a long time. You can answer that question yourself.
I just wanted to hear it from your mouth. I can read your mind, but I know.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. A commentary I saw after the trailer dropped is Erika is leaning into full supervillain this season.
If we're gonna talk about Erika's behavior, are we gonna talk about everybody in this group?
How do you feel about that reading of what we're going to see?
Oh my God. Can I tell you something? It's not full supervillain. I'm leaning into myself. I'm leaning into full protecting Erika mode, full taking care of Erika. Who else is going to do this if I don't? And if that ruffles a few feathers, if that looks unladylike, if that offends your, manners, then so be it. No one's living this life but me. No one is coming to help me but me. So if I have to roll up my sleeves and get a little dirty, you can trust and believe I'm going to do that.
There is also a lot of talk about you getting back out there, getting back in the dating scene.
Oh God.
Having sex.
Who are these flowers from?
There's a secret admirer.
Really?
Yeah.
Have we had any dates?
No, I've had some sex though.
You have?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good.
How much are we going to see you venture into the dating pool this season?
Well, I'm not dating anyone. So the most that I say is that I'm having some good contact, and that's nice. And it's important. And I'm thankful for that. Thankful. Sex is a good stress reliever. I think some of the women on here ought to have more.
Oh God, this is
nicer.
This interview is going to get you and me in trouble, Erika.
What? What are you talking about? This is a great interview. We're both being honest.
There is some speculation by Sutton that the men you're choosing to spend time with maybe there's a seeking arrangements kind of energy there. What's your response to that speculation?
Well, if that were true, I'd be in a much bigger house, bitch. Okay, I'd have a new car, some new jewels, and a better wardrobe than I already have, and it's pretty kick-ass. So she is wrong, but if I wanted to do that, we would all know in about 2.5 seconds, because I would bag the biggest one there is out there.
We see you get into
a lot of shit today, okay? You wanted it. You knew who you booked.
Diamond claws are out.
Diamond claws. That's a good. I'm stealing that. Diamond claws.
Take it. We see you get into it with a few people in the trailer, probably most famously at this point, Garcelle.
Is that to make Erika look bad, or is that out of genuine
Erika,
concern?
I don't have to make you look bad. You can do that on your own.
Why does it get to this place where we see that kind of tension?
You know, I think that Garcelle wants something from me that she's not going to get. And that is this sort of, she has this perspective about the way I should be behaving and what I should be doing in regards to my legal situation. And that's just not, you know, I can't do what others want me to do. I have to do what is right for me.
Safe to say those issues are still present today, May 2022, with Garcelle?
Well, I think they're worse.
Okay. I mean, we all saw the book in the trash gone around the internet.
Me first. Hold on a second. She unfollowed me, and then she put up the post about making, you know, how else you can make yourself look bad. And so she swung twice, and there we go.
Can you solve the mystery? Was it actually your copy of the book in your trash can, or was it Rinna's copy of the book in Rinna's trash can?
Confirm or deny either.
Okay, I'm going to say it was Rinna's. There's also this discussion around Kathy Hilton.
For a year and a half, I've been f***ing pummeled.
Okay, so that's why you want Kathy to be called out.
Yes, it is, actually.
Well,
what leads us to that?
No, hold on. It's not the heat. It's behavior. If we're going to talk about Erika's behavior, we're going to talk about everyone else's behavior ad nauseum, okay? Because that's what has happened here. And so everyone knows no one gets a free pass, and that includes Kathy Hilton. So, you know, you sign up, you're going to get it.
So you just wanted equal
playing field.
Playing field, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted an equal playing field, especially when the things that are happening with Kathy happened in public place. And we, the members of the cast, were not the only people that witnessed this. So it's not like, you know, that didn't happen.
Is this all about an alleged slur?
I'm not going to say anything about that.
Okay. Why couldn't she come into the... All right. Why couldn't she come into the ski store in Aspen?
The door is locked. Should we unlock it?
No, don't unlock it.
Don't unlock it.
Why do we have to lock her out?
Because we did. We were in the middle of a conversation.
Okay. With seemingly your new BFF, Diana.
Love Diana. Oh, you're going to really like her. You talk about someone that gives no Fs. That's on like a mega level.
Well, I mean, she came in and just pronounced herself to be the villain, so.
I think you're a soulless person. You need a new villain? Here I am.
Well, I think that, you know, you'll see something between Sutton and Diana that hurt Diana's feelings very much. And I think that that's what you're seeing is the reaction to that, because Diana's feelings were very hurt, and I understand why.
Looking ahead to everything, is there anything to look forward for you? Is it like launching the hair care line? Is that the bright spot in this season?
Well, the extension line, Pretty Mess Hair, is definitely a bright spot and definitely a great, you know, business for me and something that I am proud of. And, you know, I'm back in the studio. I'm back creating, which is super important to me. Thanks for the diamond claws. Don't get mad if I use it. And it's good to be creative. That's really, Bryce, where my heart and soul lies. And to get away from some of this pressure that, you know, of everything that's been said would be really nice.
On the flip side, is there anything that you are bracing for impact for? Any apologies you want to make out the gate just so that it's settled ahead of time?
Listen, I apologize to a couple of people on the cast, and they are heartfelt apologies. Whether they are received, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, look, no one is perfect. And it is when we try to portray ourselves as perfect that we get in trouble. So, and I you know, apologized for what was probably not great.
Do you think
It
you'll
was
have
really-
more apologies to make by season's end, or are you done apologizing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good.